Chris Mackowski of Emerging Civil War. I'm at Port Republic, where on June 9th, 1862, Stonewall Jackson fought the final battle of what became his 1862 Valley Campaign. I'm standing on ground that was preserved by the American Battlefield Trust and is maintained by the Shenandoah Valley Battlefields Foundation. This is kind of the key spot of the battlefield that's called the Coaling. And from where I'm standing partway up the hill, you can see these trees in the middle distance there. That's the Shenandoah River. And then this area between it is wide open. So the battle's going to be taking place on the opposite side of the road, up and down through here. And the federal position here at the Coaling gives an artillery spot that really allows the Federals to shoot kitty corner and enfilading down the Confederate position. Because of the formation of the hill, artillerists are actually going to be able to place some guns up there on the very top of the hill behind me. Also, partway down, kind of in a little small spot over there, and then some right down there near the road. Stonewall Jackson understands this is the key to the battlefield, so he's going to send the 2nd and 4th Virginia up onto that height over there and try to start picking off the Federal artillerists who are off to my right at the top of the Coaling. And at first it works, but then the 66th Ohio, which is there in support of those artillerists, are going to come back and then start shooting at the Virginians, who then withdraw. So they're going to send word that they can't take the hill without support. But by that point, Taylor's Louisiana Brigade, including the Louisiana Tigers, are coming into position. They're going to come up over here into this area and then make a massive attack that sweeps up and captures all of these artillery pieces and a lot of intense hand-to-hand fighting. It's going to last about 15 minutes. Absolutely brutal. One soldier says that men are fighting as fanatics. It's going to drive the Federals back off the hill. The Confederates are going to get this position. But then the Federals are going to get reinforced, and they're going to come sweeping forward. The 66th Ohio gets some help in a counterattack from the 84th and 110th Pennsylvania. Also, some of the Federal troops from down here are then going to kind of converge up into this area as well. So the Louisianians who are in this area kind of get this pincer movement put on them. And it looks like they're going to get driven off. But then Richard Ewell comes up, and he's going to bring some reinforcements that then push that way and finally drive the Federals off the hill, even as the infantry down here are starting to drive the Federals off into that direction. That's going to bring final resolution to this battle. As Jackson comes to this area, he's going to say, if someone does not see God's hand in this, they're not paying attention. Jackson, of course, being a man of deep faith. That's going to conclude the fighting for his Valley Campaign, although he's going to stake out in the gaps over the Shenandoah Mountain, waiting to see if the Federals are doing anything, and they don't. He's going to get called to Richmond to help with Robert E. Lee in what becomes the 7 Days Campaign. If you come out to this part of the battlefield, there's some monuments, great markers. It's one of those quote-unquote fake Freeman markers that dot the valley, although that one looks like it's been recently replaced or installed. You'll also be able to see right here, there's an old road trace. The modern roads are kind of mucking up the battlefield here. Also a great series of signs that installed by the Shenandoah Valley Battlefield Foundation. So some cool things to see out here in this ultimate ending spot for the Valley Campaign. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, is it worth it to walk all the way to the top of the Coaling? Absolutely. The view is beautiful. For Emerging Civil War at Port Republic, I'm Chris Mackowski. We'll see you online and on the battlefield.